Hello everyone, welcome to this video field walk showcasing new ladyfinger varieties established here at South Johnstone DAF towards the end of last year. I'm Jeff Daniels, horticulturist and project leader of the new varieties for Australian banana growers project funded by Queensland DAF, the Australian banana industry and Hort Innovation. Today I'll take you on a tour of the new ladyfinger selections and sugar banana hybrids imported from Brazil. The trial is an agronomic comparison over a plant crop and first ratoon. The trial was established in the first week of December last year with tissue culture plants, and the first of the bunches began to emerge in May. According to reports from the Brazilian research groups, all these selections have resistance to race 1 Panama disease, and most have resistance to yellow Sigatoka leaf disease. Now let's take a look at bunches and plants of the different varieties. SCS 451 is a selection of the semi-dwarf ladyfinger Santa Catarina prata, which has been reported to have tolerance to race 1 Panama disease in southern Brazil. So it'll be one to watch going forward. Their plants and bunches are looking particularly good, and as you can see, the bunches are being thrown well clear of the throat and are hanging more pendulous than the standard ladyfinger in North Queensland, and also in comparison to Santa Catarina prata selections evaluated at South Johnstone in the past. And now we're going to look at the variety Tropical. It's a sugar hybrid, and we'll shortly be looking at another sugar hybrid, Princessa. And they're making history of sorts, because this is the first time in Australia we've had some hybrids of the old sugar variety to evaluate. And this is the other hybrid of sugar, Princessa, also a bit slower to bunch compared to some of the other varieties. Both Princessa and Tropical are reported to be resistant to race 1 Panama disease overseas. And this is that sugar variety. The sugar variety has the dubious honour of being the variety first reported and described in the world as having Panama disease, and that was at Eagle Farm in Brisbane in 1874. Despite sugar's susceptibility to Panama disease, it remains quite popular in numerous countries overseas, albeit greatly stifled in its production because of Panama disease. And this is another ladyfinger hybrid, Japira. This and the next one we'll be looking at, Parkua, don't just have yellow Sigatoka resistance overseas, they're also reported to have black Sigatoka resistance as well. And this is the ladyfinger hybrid, Parkua. This ladyfinger hybrid, Platina, is shorter in stature than the other ladyfinger hybrids we've got here because it's based on the Santa Catarina prata as the female parent. This is the last of the hybrids, and it's Pakavan Ken, a ladyfinger hybrid. And it's named after the late Ken Shepherd, who led the Jamaican banana breeding program for many years before helping with the development of the banana breeding program of Embrapas in Brazil during the 1980s. So this is the Santa Catarina prata we've had in Australia for the last 30 years or so. And you can note that it's got a very sub-horizontal bunch compared to the newer selection SCS 451, which has got the race 1 tolerance as well. As I indicated earlier, the hybrids we've been looking at are all reported to have resistance to Panama, race 1 disease overseas, as well as yellow Sigatoka, and some also have some black Sigatoka resistance. Most of the hybrids have M53 as male parent, which we have demonstrated in the Northern Territory to be highly resistant to TR4. So additionally, there is a real possibility that some of the hybrids may have better resistance to TR4 than ladyfinger or Williams Cavendish. During the plant and ratoon crops, we will be conducting some initial taste panelling of the varieties at South Johnstone as an indicator of likely consumer acceptance moving forward. Several of these varieties are being included in new race 1 Panama disease screening trials at Mareeba on the Atherton Tablelands commencing later this year. Stay tuned for more information as it becomes available from the trials in the Australian Bananas magazine, as well as the Better Bananas website. That's all for now.